So yeah, I'm not going to be able to pay a whole lot of attention. I'm really just doing this to see how long my phone's going to do it. But while I'm here, we're going to be trying to do more live streams in general, because why not? You know, seems like there's nothing better to do, right? On a nice day like this. So yeah, it was cool. 4th of July yesterday. Hope you all had a great time. I hope it's not too loud here, and I'm going to say there's probably not too many people, but have patience because I've never done this before. So, yeah, I have to figure things out. Oh, wait a minute. I did. Oh, wait. Orientation at the lock, rotate right back. Boo. Okay, well, we're just going to have to deal with that for now. Looks like I can flip the camera though. So my buddy Nate is here today at the shop steward. So he's going to be cutting some of the awesome minerals that he has up on his website. And then got a couple things around here that I found that just want to see what's happening. So figured we'd come down here, see if I could actually figure out what this whole live stream is on my phone especially. Because I'm not really sure how well it's going to work yet, and you know, we're going to have to figure a few things out. So one being the sound, of course, because if I'm well, how about that? Maybe that's a little better. So yeah, I'm playing with new devices, seeing if my phone actually explodes into a ball of fire. Because sometimes I've noticed that when recording it gets really hot. Hopefully this doesn't happen. Yeah, there's a lot of machines running, and so it's like we're going to be checking on all of them all the time. And so I didn't want to bore you to tears by just trying to take clips. So hopefully as we cut, we're going to be able to show you what we're getting. Because I know a lot of you guys want to see what we actually find, what it looks like, what happens when it's like you know, as we process it. And right there. So what we'll do is we're going to rotate this over a little bit, because that's the saw that just dropped right there. Number one, looks like it's all ready. So this is the polka dot agate. Oh, and by the way, since I'm wearing this little lapel mic, I'm going to try not to forget I'm wearing it and just start screaming at you like a crazy person. So anyway, sounds like that one's good too. So we'll do these one at a time, and Nate will be back shortly. First things first, when you turn this off, you kind of want to let it wait for a minute so all the juices can flow down and instead of on your back of your neck. Cool thing is these are all counterweighted. Also, when you open it, it's good to step back because it's like, you know, vaporized juices. But looks like there's a nice slab here. Pretty good. See if I can actually show you here without making a mess. So that's pretty sweet. Well, you can see there's a little, I bet you that's got druzy up in there. That's cool. Awesome glare, huh? So, yep, polka dot agate. And since my hands are all oily and stuff, I'm not going to be wanting to, like, move the phone a bunch and do all that kind of stuff. So I'll try to show you as I can. But once Nate gets back in the area here, yeah, I'll be able to show a little bit more with the camera. So we're going to wait on this one till Nate gets back so he can adjust it as he wants. Let me try to adjust you over to the one we're at here. Got it one. And so this is some of the stuff I found recently at a place I've been scouting for a very, very long time. This is the stuff in my recent videos where I was asking, what do you guys think? Is this parallax agate? Is this iris agate? Because what we're seeing is actually really, really nice structures in here. And because of the clarity of it, that's where a lot of the times I've seen the iris agate. But this one, although it has all the structuring, and it is doing the phantom or the parallaxing, we're still needing to cut it a little bit thinner so that we can see if it's proper iris. So let me try to show you this one real quick. So it's going to be really hard to see because number one, it's oily. Number two, live stream type stuff. But you can see there's not, it's not super milky, and there's not a bunch of crystal in the center either. So we're going to keep cutting into this one, hopefully. Yeah, and see, you can see those structures in there where it does like the, I don't know, cells or whatever. Help me out in the comments if you know. So, yeah, we'll keep cutting. I'm going to try a little bit thinner on this one. So we have different, like pieces of wood that tell us different thicknesses. So I'm going to try to find the thinnest one. And, it's like 6 mil it is. I'm going to rest this block against the wood, turn it up so you can see. Just because I'm trying to get off video with this thing. Once we have to that, back it up. Alright, let's do this elbow. Make sure it's engaged. And sometimes there's a gap on them, but this one's good. Alright, I want to see if I can show you this while we wait for Nate.
These boots are meant for walking.
Here, look. Speak of the devil. This is Nate. Nate's gonna have to hug me to talk.
What?
No, because he's got a microphone. I'm trying to reduce all the noise on this, so I decided it's brilliant. But I have it on the lowest setting, and so.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I didn't know what you wanted on that, but look at this gorgeous dude. That little guy, but yeah.
Is that a thin one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get a cab out of that right there now.
That was the first one when I fired it up, man. It's like, boom. I was like, oh, well, hey, let me see about this one. So yeah, actually, let me get my hands a little cleaner and I'll show you guys what this one looks like. So, try to be Nate's camera guy. I don't know if I can zoom with oily hands, so. Oh yeah, look at that. Pretty nice.
That'd be really
Got
neat.
some purpley in there too, yeah.
Yeah, really neat cabs in here. And then
Like,
that's your polka dot right there.
very kind of stellar, you know.
Probably take one more cut and then I'll turn it and start cutting the other direction. I'll cut through this way.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be wicked.
So we'll get one more slab that direction.
Nate does Intarsia. He's also the founder and co-owner or co-founder of Rockhound.com.
Rockhound.com.
Nate's, yeah, awesome.
Authorized S-Wing dealers.
Yeah, exactly. You know where to get your hammers.
Rockhound merch.
And then they're also graphic designers, and so they're going to be making some cool designs for Road Rockhound type stuff. Because yeah, as you can tell, I don't even do the channel very well. Just joking. I try, hey. But we're going to try to do more of this stuff because yeah, it's fun, and I get a lot of you guys asking, you know, what do we do afterwards? So, are they still grinding in there?
Yeah, it's noisy in there.
Yeah.
I was grinding too.
So, here in a minute, I'm going to take you inside and we'll see what everybody's working on at the meantime. But we've only been open for what, like an hour?
Yeah. Time is it?
I think it was.
Oh, there's a clock on the wall.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been open for an hour and 20 minutes.
is that what that is?
I'm always like looking at the sun. I'm like, yeah, I think it's a dude.
Make your shadow with your
Yeah,
arm, you know?
stand
it's
still.
good. Yeah, exactly.
Not bad.
But yeah, we're just going to be hanging out here and getting oily. Cleaning up a little oil spots on the ground too, because, you know, common courtesy. There's a third space, a rare third space that you might hear of. But yeah, we'll be here until either my phone overheats or yeah, take load. So show you what we got. Oh, that's right. Now let me get my hands a little bit cleaner so I can actually show you. And I don't want to show you that really thin one that we just cut because I think that would really once it's cleaned up, it'll show you. Hey, Andrew. Good to see you again. Another one. Little baby. Is that local? Yeah.
Iris up the button. Yeah,
That's what I've been saying, man. People, of course, you know, naysayers. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, wait. See at one angle, you see the lines, all the fortifications, and they're gone. Nope, that's going to be like impossible to show. But you see what I'm saying. Anyway. This stuff's super cool. Really good. And we're going to keep cutting it all day. We got some bigs, we got some smalls. I did bring some of the bow knife too because I have like a couple pieces just in case. But yeah, for the most part, we're just going to be cutting a whole lot of agate today. So let me get you back set up here. And yeah, I'm going to actually try to get my hand a little cleaner. Oil and foam probably don't mix very well. Yeah, this one definitely good. just trying to do one a little bit better than what's going here, but this one right here, I don't know what happened.
Did it stop?
Yep. Like that.
Might be a little too big, I guess.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to move it forward.
After we got this polka dot slab, I'm going to cut that Timmy agate.
The Timmy agate.
Yeah, I'm getting about some Timmy.
It's good. It's called something else.
Teamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-E-M-I-R. Teamer agate.
Come here.
Tamir. Tamir. Michael.
Alright.
On here.
I was trying to get my hands free so I could just oh no, that's fine if it's grinding. I think I can do it. Yeah. Try to take it inside real quick.
Sorry, bud.
Look at that sponge. Good. There he is. Mm-hmm. So we got not really hard on that. Yeah. The focus, autofocus is like, I'm not sure what to do. Moroccan flame agate. Another Moroccan. This is the big Timu agate. This is the big Timu agate. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Tamir agate. I don't know what part of the country that comes from. Probably Africa or Indonesia, but if it continues this color here, it's going to be pretty promising on the inside. Which I'll take a big slice of it before this right there. So I'll just cut straight through here and take this whole chunk off. And this might be really amazing. If this is super amazing, then I'll just polish it and I'll dome this side. Yeah, that'll be good. So it'll make a good specimen piece having it two polished surfaces. You're gonna put that in next? Yeah, this is gonna go in the big saw next. Yes. And I'll mount it in there like this, and I'll cut through here. Yeah. Right to that ridge. Just barely catch this knob, just to cut this off. Oh yeah. Do you think it's gonna be better or worse than the polka dot? Are you gambling, man? Well, yeah. I mean, this was more expensive than the polka dot, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh, I bet. This one rock was $90. Yeah, but it could be worth. It's 5 pounds though, so if you break it down into pound weight. Exactly. And yeah, that's where we're at. Sorry, freaking nuts. Yes, the Gem and Mineral Society over here. That's the end, Gem and Mineral Society. So yeah. we'll be here all day, hanging out, cutting rocks, polishing rocks, getting stuff done, discovering new things, and trying to figure out how our equipment works. Because, oh gosh, sorry, we're learning, but yeah, hopefully we're going to be able to get this more consistently. Because I mean, why not? Oh, the little magnet thing. I lost my little magnet. Alright, so I think it's going to be time for me to wash my hands real quick. And I think I want to find a rack so then that way I can see a better cameraman, do pinch up and zooms, and that's for all you guys, because we got the whole symphony of saws running right now. Well, almost the whole one, because here's the thing, there are tragedies in life. My favorite saw, well, we've seen it in a number of previous videos. Number 8. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, and it wasn't Gophers either. You know, it's just sometimes things need rebuilding, and sometimes things get old and worn out. Hopefully, we're going to be able to rebuild this one. It's just going to take time, all in general, but I think that if we do it, we're going to be, full symphony again. Also the one you guys are on right now, we don't really use it all that often because, you know, who's going to carry that big of a rock deck? Look at this thing. Oh, yeah. Ain't that a beast. I mean, you can crawl up in this thing. And so, like, a lot of the times when you have major obsidian or whatever, yeah, it's perfect for, you know, cutting the big stuff. We'll be here for a bit, and yeah, we're gonna have this stuff cleaned up, and we're gonna get that senior one in here. And I want to say that's in India, by the way. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really hoping that color is going to go all the way through, because I saw some of the smaller ones. Yeah, super cool. But what I'm going to do real quick is go clean up my hands and try not to lose my little magnetic disc here, and yeah, I'll be right back.
This pocket right here is brown agate, but then it has a very clear crystal layer that's on top. And that's why I think if you take a piece of that is cut here, that's what I did. So if you wedge it out at the top, that means it's back. It's back a little bit. It's not the same. So I'm cutting back up now. That's why I stopped.
Excellent. All right.
That layer will absorb the oil.
Trying to make it too but yeah, definitely looking forward to today. It's been a while since I've been able to come down to the shop, and yeah, you know, we're not cutting. Just got your pile of rocks. You can't do anything with it. You know, we polish small stuff with like a tumbler, but ultimately, you know, like all the enlargers and everything like that, will require you to cut it. Since we're not working with a whole lot of gemstones very often, and it's like polishing or cutting becomes super important. I'm gonna run and grab my drink real quick. Alright, look at that. We've got the big one. I'll try to show you this. Got another piece of the polka dot. Came loose. That's not good. Well, it's because my grip is here and it's pivoting here. And I'm trying not to break this zone, that druzy pocket. I want to keep it intact, right? But I also want to cut the space off. This is more like a technical challenge than cutting the lock. Yeah, I can definitely see how that's sort of an issue, but yeah, for the most part, it's a lot harder sometimes to do this stuff than you think. So when you see a little piece of jewelry, you know, that somebody actually handmade it locally too, might be worth that extra $20. That's at least the way I see it. But hey, I also understand sometimes budgets aren't big, right? That's why you go find the rock. See if you can do something like that. Because then you can have, you know, you can have the adventure, you can have the exercise, you can have the fun, and you can make friends. I wish we had some way that we could know like exactly where the saw was, so we could like have like saw races. Kind of silly, but yeah, pretty cool. Not much else to do if you're not grinding. You know, grinding and polishing while the saws are moving. That is unless you're operating numerous saws simultaneously, right? That's how we try to be efficient. Yeah. I do. So. Alright, sweet. Check out this one again. Still a little thicker than I want. We're probably going to have to take it over to my buddy's precision saw. He's got one of the Highland Park precision saws. But Yeah, you can see right here how it's getting less of the moss, but the quartz center is getting bigger as well, which is to be expected. I mean, maybe if we're really lucky, it'll start getting a little amethyst in there instead of just the quartz. But we'll just have to see. So we got these are our different thicknesses there, and then you can see that. So we're just playing around right now to see what's going to work best with light play, but you see how this one's about as thick as that first cut that we took, well, the first slab cut. The cool thing is that even though that's thicker and everything, you know, for the most part, it's relatively uniform. So yeah, it's going to require more work, but if you were just throwing this in like a tumbler barrel, who cares? It's not going to really be all that big of a deal. So, I do think though, that if you're going to try to do any kind of doming, this is probably where it's going to be at. You know, these are pretty decent. I like how it has, you know, in this orientation, you've got pretty cool fortifications, not too much of this crystal, you know, center there. And then you're starting to see this moss that's creeping in. And so like my friends are doing in there, Nate and Danielle, they're taking sections that just look really cool by themselves. So with this one, it's got a nice sharp point there. You know, that's cool. I can see how this one could also be pretty neat. You can see back in there, might be able to just get a little bit of that. Unfortunately, it kind of goes into that basalt rather quickly. So that's where you kind of got to go through them. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but depending on what you're trying to do, I would say this one so far, which is our most recent cut, this is the best because even though I'm showing you greasy and everything like that, if I go orientation like this, I can really capture that moss. It's pretty sweet. And you know, you still have a bunch of that agate, you know, the fortification lines and everything before you're going into the quartz. So you know, it's like, it can be pretty cool. Or you can just do it out of this. Kind of whatever you want to do. There is some really wicked, like, micro features, if you will. I don't know if I can even actually get that, capture that. So you see that right there at the top? Yeah, so about at the top. Yeah, down there at the bottom. It's like perfect moss. Just a little weird, you know. So pretty cool. Keep cutting on it. We still have a smaller one too. They came from the same spot. I did hike back up there and see if I could chase down some more of the vein, but I mean, you know, number one, it was hot, covered in poison oak and dry grass, but it's like if I go back there in the winter when everything's dead, I can literally just take like worst case scenario, you know. What I like to do is probing, you know. So there's like a bunch of things you can can do. Like there's this like I think it's a dandelion tool, and you can take one of those out and just kind of poke around it, but don't try to use it for prying in any kind of manner. It's just gonna sting. It's just super lightweight and it effectively also functions as that washing stick, so it's all right. Our co-host is back. So yeah, I had to go swimming. I've been wanting to actually do live for a while, so I really appreciate everybody who's watching. Just to let you know, I really do appreciate this. They used to live stream on Twitch. Yeah. Okay, so he used to do it, so that's why I'm like, kind of tell me what's up. How do I do this stuff? Because I think that it's kind of just where things are going in general. So we have an awesome opportunity in this spot, in this valley, to find cool stuff and to be able to work it if we don't have the finances or the space really to do it all. So that's where we're trying to do it, see what's up. But yeah, I think we got what, four saws running right now?
Yeah, we're running 3 that I'm running on now.
So
These other saws all be fixed.
yeah.
This one's getting rebuilt.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the cool part too. Because we're getting like the membership and everything like that to the club as well. So right, exactly. Plus, those places
That 36-inch blade is probably $500.
yep, it stacks up quick. And there's never enough volunteers to help on the days and everything, but ultimately what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna of course keep doing this, but then we're hoping to get our sunstone plane going on as well. Because of course Oregon, and being that we have the only spots in the world really that you can get sunstone, I think that the conclusion, of course, is to get the sunstone, start laying those, and we're going to live stream the whole thing. We want to show you how it's done, what we're finding, and the whole process too. Because I got a lot of friends that do the hand cutting. I got a lot of friends that I got a buddy that carves them like I think it's called reverse Leo or something. It's called Amazing. Is what it's called. Little dragons and stuff. His name's Jack Hook, just to let you know. Check him out on Instagram. There's a bunch of other people that do stuff, but for the most part, yeah. Super cool. Super cool. And I think that if we have some sounds to work with, we can make this channel, I don't know, a little bit cooler. Step by step, you know what I mean? Check out, see if we can get over on the inside there. Show you what we're working on. Oh yeah, what? We might have the teamer coming in. Yeah.
Did you see new Agates?
Hopefully it's not a Cobra like Agate.
It'd be an expensive dud, put it that way. I think it's going to be cool. It might be filled with torch though.
That's the problem I have up there at the feature spot. know, you'll find all of these things, but it's all just a bunch of quartz. Yeah, it looks cool, but not the kind of like, you know, scepter quartz or whatever you guys are calling it, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. You can't really find the actual quartz crystals. You only find little points or little broken off.
Yeah. I wonder if that's because of like how what do you call it? Oh hey. Oh. There we go. That's good. Nice friend. You think? Yep.
I make perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They can hear you, but they can't see you. Can you guys hear Nate? Yep, exactly. All right, perfect. Get done. So we got we can do it for today. That's awesome.
All they hear is saws running.
I know. Well, I mean,
We are down at the lapidary workshop though.
yeah, and this is also where I tried to place it around.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely be going into playback and see how bad it is, and we'll try to fix it. But since we don't really have a whole lot of experience doing that too, then we'll get it first. So yeah, the tuner actually paid like $90 for it.
Yeah.
It weighs like what, 6 pounds?
5.5 pounds.
Yeah, 5.5 pounds. And so if you get a good like you know, if it's awesome, what do you think you could pull? 200? 300?
It depends on if it looks like a taco rack and inside that it has those reds and yellows. It's probably $400 to $500 polished. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to polish because of the giant surface area. But it's doable. I just hope that the colors right there are inside. Yeah, so I don't know if this is growing into another nodule here, but I hope it doesn't stay super thin. But the red in the center, it might be a floater inside. It means it'll have like all that fortification and like a clear area, then it'll go back to color again, and that'll be worth a lot of money. I mean, this is a solid agate nodule, but my only main concern is the fracture line. So we're going to be cutting it here. So it's just making one of those.
Yeah, we're coming back on this side here. Let's show you guys.
Yeah.
So it looks like, oh God, you don't need to see my teeth.
So I'm kind of worried about these fractures here. You have two fractures running through the rock, but there's no fractures over here. So the plan is to take it, slice it off, take this whole nub off, which this could be capping material if it's really good inside, and I'll just slice it again.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut right through there, and that line will run right through here.
Yeah.
I might even aim for that little divot. Yeah, cut it all the way through here. We don't want to pick up this line or that fracture there. So,
I mean, it's amazing too, because if you've spent your life just doing like beach agates or whatever, it's crazy to, you know, see like, you know, mammoth agates essentially.
see, that's that the fortification. The color is red,
Yeah.
and if this red center continues in and turns back into fortified red in the center, call that a floater. You got this like quartzy white stuff,
Right.
and then it could go to color. And if it does that, polished, this big piece will be worth a lot of money.
Oh, you
They're
definitely
never
got me
worth it
excited.
when they're like in the rough. They're not worth what they are when they're polished. When this is polished, it's worth a lot more.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, that's because it, you know, it's a gamble.
It's really fun to cut too. And it does have a nice flat back, so it's easy to slice.
Well, and this actually, have you seen those, Covington has like a, I think it's, like a 24-inch flat lap, man. But they use the strip part.
Oh yeah.
It's got the magnet. So you're just like, boom.
Yeah. Highland Park has the same thing. They got the 18 and 24. They're really expensive, but I definitely would like to get a big rotary flat lap someday. I should buy a really big vibrating lap, and then I can just set that on there and just let it do its thing for like a couple days.
I had one.
I prefer to polish on a wheel.
I mean,
Probably control what's going on.
I 100% agree, and like, maybe it was easier or whatever, but I couldn't really dial it in, man. The whole flat lap or the vibratory lap.
Vibrating lap.
Yep. They just, yeah. I mean, maybe I needed to have a different state set up, more water. I'm not even sure. All I know is that if you've got a everything impregnated, you know, yeah, because I can adjust that.
Yeah, it's awfully quiet now. That one too, though.
Yeah, no, this one's still not. No, you hear it, yeah. And that's also kind of why I wanted to put a microphone. It's like, with this right here, you're sitting right here. You get one sound, right? And then you go this, and you can get a different sound.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I think this guy don't get that in. Oh, man, I thought you could see that.
I was gonna say, definitely turn that off before you open it.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's not aimed at you, so you wouldn't get a good blooper out of it.
Well, no, check it out. I tried to get fancy drop. So we got, I just, I had it.
Oh, you got pan and tilt.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Come on, moving the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
And so if you just go barely, yeah, I know. Look at that. That's good. So, what's the other one? Look at this. So it froze up at the time. And I got there. Look how far it got into that side. And so I'm not really sure. Nate said that we might have been just a hair too big. So we're going to put this one in the big boy. But unfortunately, I don't really trust that. So we might have to like...
We could pop that off with a hammer.
Exactly. And that's kind of what I was alluding to. But, oh man, such a nice piece. You don't want to whack it. Kind of want to like hit that, you know, make that the next butt, because if you look at that part, that's pretty cool.
You have to go fishing.
Oh, this is good moss. Again?
Yeah.
See, that's why I was like, okay, well, do what we have to do. No use cleaning my hands up today. Try to have a little towel. But, yeah. Still got quite a bit. Oh, yeah. My hands are moderately clean. Let's show you what this one looks like. Because, yeah, definitely a good one. So that's where we're at right now. So you see how it's getting more of the quartz, the you know, nice quartz center there. We're getting a little, you know, a little cavity, so that's cool. But all that moss is coming in real nicely. Plus you can see those fortification lines, and clearly it's got some color. It's not a blue. It's definitely more of a smoky, but it's the other characters, you know, or characteristics that really are catching my eye on this one. I like it. I'm hoping that we're going to keep finding the same stuff in most of the other, you know, most of the other mineral or cuts that we're getting today. Because we still do have that big one, or the small one. This is the big one. And so as we're going through it, we'll be able to grade them. I'm not so cool as to do a tier list, but we'll try it. Nate knows how to do all that stuff. So we'll try to be cool like him. But yeah, this is awesome. Tiny guys checked in today. Strong support. That's winking. Oh, we just got another drop over here. So I'm gonna bring you, rotate over to that one. So this guy just dropped, and that's the one with the polka dot in there, where he's doing the butt cut, but going the opposite direction. I think he's using this for partial. Big four just dropped.
Four drop?
Yeah.
We'll let it cut that dogger off there.
Yeah.
This has got to be getting close.
Oh wow, hey, check that out. Decent amount of, I know, that's what I was showing.
It could be, but I would tried to take a big old slice off it now, and that's a great cut. That's not gonna.
That's why I pulled to the camera because it, you got a really nice cavity that's really in there. Alright, I'm gonna just turn it. The last time it was up. Ooh, wait, look at that. Right where it was last. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. All the brown.
That's handy. That's right.
Definitely don't want to brush off the fingers. We do all the nice little yeah, alright. Okay, I'll look it up. This one's cool. It's got a, kind of an amazing base cut on this now. This is actually getting to where it does have the tiny little crystals. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Forgot this is live and I can't just edit that out. Oh, no. Sweet. Yeah, look at that thing. No way. It's got the little here. They'll try to recognize my face. Yeah, it's like a.
It's like kind of like a face.
Backlight or whatever. Got teeth.
I got one tooth, bro. But yeah, it's a piece of polka dot agate. See here on the back. Really good quality polka dot. And I'm just making a specimen piece. So it'll sit flat like this at a downward angle. So the crystal's at the front, and I'll slice this top piece, and then I'll do a polish on that. Should be pretty cool.
Hey everybody, how we doing? HPHP. Thanks for joining today. Good to see everybody. I hope you had an awesome 4th. I know I did. Too much. That's what the nice part is sometimes. I feel like sometimes the older you get, the nicer that becomes until it goes the other way again. Yeah. Alright, so I'm thinking thick cut on this boy, and then call it a polish. How do you feel about that?
I'll get the biggest piece you can.
Well, that's it. So look at that. Drop City right now. Yeah, alright. Got another drop. You got a good drop rate today, bro. The best kind of drop rate, yeah. Doing good too. 200s. Alright, firing up, looks like to be our last cut on number 2 until we swap them out to the next one. Here we go.
So this will be the last cut of this polka dot.
Last polka cut. Let's degrease my hands real quick and then we'll show you what that's looking like. Because this polka dot is pretty awesome, but now with all the hype on this Timu agate or whatever, Tamir agate, I'm definitely excited to see this one. So let's swap it over and show you what that looks like. So that's a nice one. Oh man, you can see. Just kidding, guys. So yeah, check that out though. Starting to get those purples down at the bottom, all the polka dots. Ooh, and you can see
Spots like this right here will make really neat calves.
Yeah.
Make a cab through this section here.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good material for sure.
Pretty sweet.
But I'm more excited about the team.
Yeah, the team here is going to be pretty wicked.
Keep a little far.
We'll definitely have to pull this up.
Bunch it up,
Okay, quick break. Oh, and by the way, I was going to and that way we need to. And let's see what was that?
If anybody wants to see the rock mountain.
So let's actually show you that real quick. We're going to line up this team here. Now, I think the best spot I can do is probably going to be about that.
It's going to be a good slice.
You see, we're doing some adjusting here, so you can see we're pushing it out a bit. And then we're going to start pinching it in with some wedges because of the nodule shape that it is.
Okay, hold on. Gotta go help some customers in the workshop, but get this tight here. I'll come do the rest of that. I got a customer in there.
Alright, there we go. So, things are looking good so far. Right now we're going to get this, well, next thing, we're doing is we're going to get the team air agate put in and lined up and everything. We want to make sure it's in there tight, of course, because if any kind of slippage or rocking or anything like that happens, you can, pinch the blade, and it could cause a huge, expensive mess. So we're going to make sure, we got that in tight, and then if you're a member down here, what you'll want to do, or what you have to do, rather, is, say I put the, mount the rock, get it all ready and everything like that, then you have to have the shop steward check it. So you have this, kind of a fail-safe thing. Well, things do happen every once in a while, but, when you got two people checking it, who know what they're doing, it ends up reducing those numbers a lot. So, hopefully here, we're going to see some cool stuff. Now, I know we've got this one. Let's check this out right here. And see if we can get. So he's got this guy set up. Now, you can see that little lug right there is really what he's trying to protect, because this is like, a specimen piece at this point. And so what we'll do is he's cutting off a flat base, so then he gets it to where it sits like a tower, if you will, but it still preserves that specimen. The only thing for me is with specimen like that, when you have something really, really nice, number one, you got to have some cool lighting to make sure, so most people, they got a cool spot, sunlight, whatever, but then, oh man, dust builds up on that sometimes, and yeah, but oh, what happened there? Anyway, looks like we're going to be learning some stuff along the way. Make sure, yeah, should be alright. Solar flare, so yeah, working along today. It's awesome. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope,
really helps you keep on doing that.
Now, I am not sure what happened there. It said resume, but then it dropped everybody, it looks like, so. It's not my fault, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. See if we can actually get some. Yeah, that's pretty wicked right there. So I'm thinking that we're actually going to go and possibly dig for some more of this tomorrow. Nate and I. Actually really hoping we'll be able to, I don't know, find just some bigger pieces so we can be able to get a little bit more of this area right here. You know, because as you see, the more we're cutting, the more that this quartz center grows. And yeah, that's cool and all, but I really like to find just some super nice, rainbow, you know, iris. Because I mean, yeah, that's parallaxing, but now we really gotta filter through everything and see if we can get down to where we're getting the best of the best, if you will. Now these aren't polished or anything, but it does show some pretty cool features. Actually, that, I wonder if I can show you that. This is pretty cool right here. So like, right there. See how all the, oh, nope. There you go. So, I mean, it's really hard to catch on video. It's pretty awesome. I mean, look at how fine grained those are. Those fortification lines. You turn them the other way, can't see them as well. And so that's where it's like, yeah, that's the parallax. So we're just going to keep cutting these. Now, really, what I'm hoping is that the next one have a 4-inch wide belt with big rocks all a bunch on here. Because it's a different part. You know, it seems like there's a lot more smaller areas of fortification, so that might give us a better chance of not going directly into quartz. And you know, a lot of this, not that one, but this stuff's all mossy right here. And so yeah, that's kind of some garbage. But I think for the most part, like if you look out in the face we were trying to cut it, this is all moss. And so it's pretty good, and then you can see all the ridges. So this could be really cool for, like, you know, those, I don't know, underwater type looking scenes. Pretty cool. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this. I should have brought some of the sunstones that I found. Would have been a good opportunity to show you those as well, but tell you what, makes me want to get out there immediately. Ready?
It's Timmy time.
Check this out. Randomly dropped me, right? We had something like, I think it was like 45, 47 deers. Randomly dropped me, takes me back just to the YouTube's house. And I'm like, what's going on here? Started back up, and it's like, you want to resume where you're at? And it's like, oh yeah, everybody's on it. I'm like, oh, what have we done? I wonder if it's like a 1 hour or, because yeah, I bet you that's what it is. It's a 1 hour thing. You know? Kind of ridiculous. Let's show you. We're gonna make sure this one in place. So, look at that. Now what we're gonna probably do, oh, he's got the baby wedge down there. Yeah, so you can see how he's making it to where it's a whole more solid area to where you're getting more grip on the stone. Yeah, look at that. That's why he's the shop steward.
It's just a little bit more advanced technique for clamping the rock.
Yeah.
But I can't have that come loose because this saw blade is, you know, several $100. If I mess it up, then I'll feel bad.
Exactly.
I should just nip an end off of this and then cut it again, but I think I'm just going to go for the gusto and get the end just chopped completely off.
Yeah.
I just really hope that we don't run into any fractures throughout the rock. If it's completely stable inside, it's going to be much better. Not right there, I guess.
Yeah, and he's setting the chain just to let you know, so then that way he doesn't have to, you know, in theory, he shouldn't have to wait for the drop in case he needs to do something else. It'll just turn the saw off automatically. But we all wait for the drop. I mean, come on, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? You got it, you know your weight. So yeah, and then I'm thinking number 2 is going to be dropped soon. And then he does got. Have you already? Is that number 4? Is that already ready? No. Don't want to show that too. Yeah, looks like not too bad. Perfect. Yeah, so apparently the thing only lets you do an hour at a time. That's what it looks like.
That's a bummer.
I know. But this is exactly why I wanted to figure it out. The cool part is though, is my phone hasn't just exploded and, you know, overheat.
Yeah. So that's why you use Switch too.
Well, does Switch have an app?
No, but I think Streamlabs will stream from your phone to Twitch. Because a lot of those people go roaming around out in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Feral animals.
Yeah.
Some of them are, huh? Where? Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll show you this one while we're at it, too. See. See if I can get this a little bit closer. Oh, dang it. I swear, every time.
So I'm trying to grab this and this equally,
Right.
so I don't put too much pressure on this cavity. It'll just break this top piece off. So that's what this wedge is grabbing that rock. Not very tightly, I guess.
Yeah, because ultimately more surface area. Oh, there we go. See, that's why we check. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a funky angle. Oh, there we go, drop. Yeah, sounds like that one's about ready. And sounds like number 2 is. We'll get these guys set up. Let me figure out how I'm gonna. Oh yeah. Well, good to see everybody. Now, I just discovered here a minute ago that it's like, maybe it's a cell phone thing, because I'm, you know, on my cell phone right now doing this. But it looks like they might, you know, have like a 1 hour type setup. And so if it just randomly you know, starts acting wonky or something like that, just like, you know, maybe refresh the page or something like that. Definitely appreciate everybody being here. So we're gonna open up these saws, see where we're at, and yeah. Just going. So oh yeah. Here's the last little bit. And on this one, what we're going to do is, so I made it thick this time. I bottomed it out there so we can have a nice thick meat that, you know, easily you can have both sides polished. Actually, a nice, you know, finishing cut. The large butt will then have the face polished on that. Everything, of course, will be cleaned up. And then that will be a nice specimen piece as well. Should have a lot of character to it. We'll put the next one in. See how that one's coming out. Alright, yeah, I think it's going to be kind of wonky just because we have that failed twist cut. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Here's what we're looking at on that one. Trying to get that flare. See where the moss is really coming in there? That's cool. Now, once this has a polish, I'll show you it. But, you know, right now, stage one, that's pretty wicked. Plus, it's got, you know, all this banding, all that fortification lines in there. And the cord center is pretty neat. Because you get this one on this side, where if I would have been just a little bit, if I would have, you know, cut it so thick, you would have had more of that cavity. But it does technically go through just, you know, just really skinny. So that's also cool because that means the butt cut isn't going to have a cavity like that. I don't believe so. I think that one yeah. But this I can open up for you, that's for sure. Because I literally just took off the button. So, and this one's down. Yeah, I know that one's down. So, this is the drive. Sure? Let's go for it. This is the size, more importantly. Yeah, size small piece. Okay, yeah, go for it, man. Thanks, man. it's like cool vertical moss type stuff there, because I mean, you know, it seemed like that, but it's solid. You know, that's pretty clean. I think, yeah, see that the quartz center there? Yeah, I mean, it basically closed off. And you got those cool little moss plumes down at the bottom. Overall, that's pretty wicked. So I think that will be a cool one. Got a little dog here on that part. You can see it. Yeah, right there at the edge. But hey, you know, whatever. That'll take only a couple seconds to dry. Yeah, so far, really well today. Now I just really want to see what's up with that senior agate. That thing's huge. Talk about a nodule, huh? Really good. Hopefully you get that color to stick around. You know, you got the red. You know, you get all the banding in the red. Really, really cool stuff. Focusing on that one. We'll have to see here shortly. I need to take a short break, grab a bite to eat, see what's happening. I don't know. Maybe like next time it tries to refresh on us. You know, 45 minutes. Yeah, we'll see. Depending on how cool this one is, to say it. Number one's cool. Yeah, we're gonna check it out. That's for sure. You want oh, they cleaned it up. Yeah, so they used to have these really cool old ones here. It looks like they cleaned it up. Where it's like just basically too big to cut. So, hey, all right, good to see it clean. Doing a lot of work, you can see too. So this thing, massive job saw, pretty wicked. And then up underneath here, that's a little polishing of it. Yeah, look at that whole wheel. Nice. Pretty sweet. Checking on the, oh yeah, definitely good. Check in on Boss Man here, see how he's doing. Oh yeah.
Just polishing a cab.
Looks good.
Yep. Get the check.
Where's that one from?
From the Barbara Jacobson collection.
The Barbara Jacobson.
She passed away before she had a chance to make it, so I'm making it.
Wow, look at that. That's cool too. Look at those colors.
Lapis.
Yeah, I love me some lapis.
It's kind of low quality. I mean, it's mostly gray, but
yeah,
look pretty cool.
Damn. That's cool. Look at it. All the way down. Tiny. Sweet, man. It's awesome. Oh yeah, look at some of this stuff. Beasts. Baby, huh? Some really cool stuff. Good color. Alright, see where we're at here. Probably gonna have to check this one. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, you need to, I need to sign in. Yeah, make sure you sign in and then come out and do this, that way I know you're here. Okay, so that's the
No, it's really cool. They styled out a lot of this stuff
Did you
actually.
already say your chain and everything? Yeah.
But yeah, I think, hold on. Always something happening at the shop.
Where's that towel at?
It's out right there, bro.
Alright. We'll keep working it.
Yep. Yes, sir. It's awesome. Yeah. So we're gonna have to place bets on what do you think? Yeah, I know. We're getting a little rebound here and there.
Steamer?
I'm a teamer. I think it's gonna be. No, I mean, how cool do you think it's gonna be? Yeah, I hope. Be real. Got it.
I only had a split second to look at it before I had to say it was mine. Because I bought it on the Highland Park auction. And if you're not fast, it's gone.
Bro, it's the Seagulls.
So I was like, $90 for one rock. I'm like, alright.
Yeah.
I'm a gambling man, so let's see if it turns out to be awesome.
No, I feel you there. I haven't bought too much stuff there, but what I really want to do is get up on talk with Zeke and see if he can help me out get some of those the spear cups. I'm really hoping to get my machine up and running here soon. Problem I keep having is these cord drills. I got the bits stuck on there now. I don't know how to get them off. And every time I try, I mean, we had Nate had myself big 36-inch pressure wrenches on there and everything, 2 torches, all kinds of stuff. Couldn't get it off. Totally hard. I think I might take it over to a concrete company, core drilling company, see if they can get it off. Because I've got the little one on there right now. It's like 1.25 inches, I think. It's good for one certain thing that I want to do, but I've got on my broken core drill, I've got a 4-inch bit. So it's like that. That's what I want to make a spear thing. So I don't know. Gotta figure out how to get those off because without those I can't make it. I need to get the all cups. That's like that's expensive. Especially if you want like the cups that can do like 4-inch or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of tough. But if I can get on the spear game, it'll be pretty awesome. I mean, I have all the machines for it. It's just the learning curve is not the best. I think that in general, there's better ways to do things in the Blackberry world that we're working on. Oh yeah, look at that workshop. Man, perfect. I want to set this up. I think I'm actually going to run in and use the bathroom real quick. So, I'm going to set you up on Highland Park #1 and wait for that thing to drop while I run inside real quick. Right there.
The way, but it takes forever to cut like this. Better now. Lighten it up. got crazy earlier today. Oh, for the weekend. So that way I can go camping next week. Nice. Where are you gonna go? So over to Boston. Oh, yeah. Go look for some, go look for the cat. Oh, yeah, yeah. South Carolina. I think this cat's fine. Good fun motorboat. I know, right? I mean, most of them are really small. Yeah, I found some about that big. Yeah. We've never been there before, so first time.
Just back up, huh? Doing not too bad. What's my phone doing? Not
That
bad.
won't be vending us in July.
Oh, and it's still got good battery life. It's not too bad at all. Still got 55%.
Is it still hot? Huh? Is it still hot? Yeah. Yeah, the pancakes are awesome, but it's nice and cold. Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Not here, I think,
I'll go put it in the time.
yeah. I'm sure you got this one in the light. Oh man, am I gonna be able to do it? That is extremely difficult to do. Oh, see that? That's pretty wicked. Pretty awesome. All right. Now what we're going to have to do is actually get that thing polished up when we get back to the little shop that I've got. I'll have to show you what's up with that, because I can get this about up to 1,000 grit, which is usually pretty alright, but I don't have the tools that it takes right now to get do the cerium oxide. Probably end up building something one day, but that is unless these lapidary companies bring their prices down a little bit. I mean, we're not even really seeing the innovation in a lot of times, but I mean, one thing I am seeing, at least we're getting some customer service, that's nice. I just want to see a gang saw. It would be so nice if you're like a slab person, right? If you could put in, this slides up, something like this, you could put something in like this and have it just cut 5 cuts. Why not? Be a lot cooler. I also really like to see one of those faceting machines, because I've seen ones that are like CNCs now, so where you can put something in there and it's pretty wicked. Also, pretty good time to clean up a little bit. Do a little house cleaning here. Because these ones here are going to drop your tin. Now, number 2 is what I was using, right? Number 2, this guy right here, is what I was using, but Shank's scaring me as somebody new come in. Let them get some cuts in, right? Especially since some of the machines right now are needing some work. But Nate's got some stuff on it.
This beats washing your hands like 400 times a day.
Yeah. And getting all the micro slivers in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you're slapping goldstone or obsidian or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Now they're
I cut some blue goldstone on my saw at home, and I went to turn the crank to get another slab, and it went right into my finger. Had to dig it out with a little sharp stone needle. It's time.
yeah. There's like a billion out there, you know?
Yeah, remember on my swiping with my fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like 7 cuts in one little spot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think the obsidian is pretty awesome. I really want to get back out there again. But I really would like to make spears, you know, with the obsidian, because we just can get so much of it so quickly that, you know, making something like a, you know, 8-inch spear, 6-inch spear, something along those lines, is just pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just a little smaller than a bowling ball type thing, you know? Great.
Yeah, like little 3 or 4 inch spears.
Yeah.
4 inch probably would be the money spot.
That's what I'm trying to do. 4 inches where I want. That's where we gotta get Mr. T-Star Ripple to help us out. Yeah. We'll pop it to the little tiny road Rockhound. I'll make sure we'll do the best spears we possibly can to help us out. I'll make sure I give you one too. Great. See? The more people make the spears, and all of a sudden we get a trade. Oh, you found something really cool. Make some. Oh, yeah, I need to check that out. Awesome. Okay. We got some action. We got some action here. Let's get over and check this out. We got a little tooth.
Sort of sit like that. Polished surface.
Dude, it looks like a turtle head.
Yeah, it shows off that crystal.
It's totally a turtle head.
That's what I was going for.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'll polish all the exposed surfaces. I'll round off the sharp corners.
Yeah, and isn't there polka dot? Is
Yeah, the last night dig ever is coming up.
yeah. When is that?
July 26th is the night dig. And we'll be out there bending for Rockhound.
Oh yeah.
We'll have all our S-wing gear and merch bags, things like that, shirts and hats.
Yeah. I know I'll be trying to get out there. I haven't been able to do it, but unfortunately, this is going to be the last night dig, and so I got to get out there.
Gotta get there.
Got to make sure it happens. Hopefully, I can find some super awesome stuff, and I don't know, maybe get some stuff for you guys as well, because you're not able to do the last night dig. People did.
And there's nobody knows if the new owners will
If it will
even
be
allow
private.
anybody in.
Right.
It might be private only.
Yeah, because the polka dot agate mine is up for sale, and so the new owners may or may not keep it public. Well, public he did. So I don't know. Hard to say. Get it while it's hot, I guess. Get it while you can. We like it. And plus, those night jigs are so nice. I mean, I've seen, I had a bunch of friends tell me about them. You're digging at night, everybody's chill. Sun's not just beating up. I really want to do it. I really want to get a sunstone on it. That's
Right.
Check this one out.
Right. I've done it before. Same thing with this one. Okay. Petrified wood. I know.
That one sticks.
Right. 100 million years ago, it was a piece of wood. Now it's a rock. And then this, I was thinking, it's real thick that way. What if I just ran and cut that off? Then I could...
No, I can't do backflips. Not after the injury. Something got dropped. Sounds like someone got dropped.
Emu?
I'm open to Chino. I'm really excited about Lake Chimir. Chimir Agate. Look at this
Gotta
one.
make sure I get the zombie off.
Yeah. So, this one is the big gamble today.
Play Montserrat over here. Player or banker. Who's doing it?
Big tip. We don't gamble on this channel. Well, they're gambling. They're lottery. It's funny. Digging holes until you find a rock.
That doesn't sound like a Timmy very much.
It does not.
Still hitting though.
I wish Jake was common. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's like that rock.
Yeah. Trying to make sure everybody gets a turn today. Man, that was pretty cool though. I think at one point we ended up having like that's why I was like, why did you not do YouTube? Oh, they're doing it so hard. I'm like, why? Yeah, exactly.
You should be able to stream for as long as you want.
So I heard
You're at an hour and 38 minutes right now.
well, no. So at the hour
At
it
the
kicked me.
restart.
I had to restart, and it puts me at an hour at 38. So that's why I'm like, oh.
Somebody says do a backflip.
Yeah, I told him I can't anymore.
Then you want to watch him injure himself?
Yeah. That's what they want.
Yeah, exactly right.
You're like, oh, my spine. After the backiotomy, I can no longer do backflips.
Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
Oh, man. Down here at the rock shop, right?
Down here at the rock shop.
We're going to get copyrighted by, who was that? Who did Sublime's, wasn't that like big record company?
They said we're down here at the pawn shop. I said,
Yeah,
wrong word almost came out of my
yeah.
mouth.
That's why you lost the microphone privileges. Oh, wait. It's totally not because you died.
It's okay.
It's funny to watch a bunch of grown men walk around, a bunch of saws going, oh, what's that though?
No,
That one? Is it that one? That
Can
one?
you try this one?
I know. That's my favorite one. Oh, that poor saw. Look at it.
So, you hold the rock and I'll turn the pulley.
Yeah,
We're all just together.
exactly. Yeah, see?
It'll work.
With teamwork, anything can happen.
Teamwork makes the team work.
It did it again. Why does it keep doing this to me? See? And that one was only at 40 minutes. Is that one ready?
It's ready.
Are we ready? Are you ready? Is everyone
We're
ready?
getting close.
Is yeah. Is everybody ready? We got 6 upvotes that says they're 6 likes. That says they're ready. Let's see if we can get that likes up to 10 likes. Well, really, I'd be okay with 7.
All right.
Wow, look at that. Yeah.
Time to do some gambling.
So, What do you think it's gonna be? Oh yeah, come on.
Gonna be
10 out of
a
10. Oh, I forgot that we have to wait. Yeah, we gotta wait. Gotta wait until all the drippies go away. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Oh yeah.
Oh
look at
baby.
that. What do you think?
I think it's probably fantastic.
Are you ready to do a backflip?
No. Let's go over here so we can see it real good. That's a good agate.
Look at that color.
Got some insane inclusions in it. It does have some fracturing, but that's okay. When an agate's that big,
Nice.
a little fracture is not a big deal. Take a look at this piece. Stick it out in the sun.
Oh yeah, check it out. Oh, it's gonna blind us. Oh yeah, look at that. That is wicked. That's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy, this growth that came in here.
See if we can zoom in. Oh yeah, look at that.
Like, you can see it came in there and just went in.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's a good one.
That's a pretty good one.
I'd say chicken dinner on that.
Yeah.
You guys agree? I think it's pretty good. And yeah, if you would like to get a hold of me, Instagram's usually the best way, just because it's the quickest. I don't have Facebook on my phone. I admin a few of the groups though, and so if you ask questions in the Southern Oregon Rockhound group, not only will I see it, but everybody else will as well. Just make sure you're a member, and please make sure to answer all the questions when you're going through the group. Because, yeah,
One black like the other side.
but yeah, because we get a lot of, we're trying to keep it, you know, where it's more like locals and stuff. Oregonians, people in the U.S. looking for spots when they come and visit, all that. We don't sell on there. It's not about selling. And yeah, just community. So definitely check that out. And yeah, we'll do the best we can to help you. Of course, we do got a good community around here. So we'll make sure that we take care of you. Best of our ability, at least, you know. So it looks like here. Let's see if he's
This is that way. Oh. We'll address it when we come to it.
So what's our next step on this one?
I'm thinking either take a really big slice and then have a specimen and a slice, because it might get better farther in.
Yeah.
It could get worse. I think I could take a slice right now. It's not going to be maybe a ½ inch thick,
Right.
but we're going to get into that thing down there. But see, that's what makes me think that this pattern can go crazy.
Right. Well, I mean, this is the fun part though, because now you know you have something awesome in there. It's just about getting it to where it's like, well, what do I want to do? Because ultimately, yeah, you are coming into a gamble at that, and why want it? Attention's the, oh, look at that, and we got another drop. Let's see if we can let the oil settle on that one after it's dog ear, and then yeah, we'll show you that one as well. So far, we're on a roll today, though. I'm hoping that old Timmy agate here will end up being a really nice one. Especially if you get something like, you know, takes the fat, you know, cut off of it, and then that gets rid of maybe some of that fraction, you know. Ultimately, though, it's still a really nice piece.
This is where I need to get like the maybe that came in like this and really see it. So that's the top. So it's a wicked quartz, so it's tilt back in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to take a nice thick slice. Because that slice will be a nice polished stuff too. And I'll still have this big piece right here. Depending on how thick the slice is.
Come on, could be awesome when you get in there. Could take another, or could be that you end up taking that, fatty off of it, and then, yeah, you lose some fraction in your gas. So that's almost a 1-inch thick slice. I mean, that's just nice.
And it's gonna go right into that piece down there. So it'll pick up a neat pattern.
And I like that you have the black agates and everything like that too.
Yeah.
So when you get that illuminated backwards now,
It's going to be really sweet.
this is where I want it. Really want to find these giant rock monsters. So we can find at least softball size.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Take them off the steering wheel. You guys have it. There you go.
Oh my, like those or it's done.
Wow, that's way cooler than I was expecting.
See what we got over here on this one. That's wicked. Sweet. Yeah, we're knocking it out of the park down here. Today is definitely a good day, that's for sure. Good. Yeah, I should get some of that cleaned up as well, huh? We're gonna get this stuff up real quick. We're actually gonna need this.
Yeah, I like this, got the legs and stand up. Yeah, it wasn't tall, well, maybe I'll cut it off.
Let's see what we got going on in the shop. Hopefully, that calf that Nate was working on there is coming along. That thing is wicked. Let's see what Danielle's got going. Oh yeah, look at that. This is the best part. This screw.
Whoa. Wow.
There we go.
So it definitely grew like this. You see where the water came in?
Oh, yeah.
It almost looks like it started to form like an opal in there.
Yeah, actually. Wow.
This will be fun to polish.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
Almost like it just sit like that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Always something to see down here, that's for sure. And then I wanted to see what's going on with these. Look at this. Those ones are red.
Take them on a walk through the museum.
Well, they'll have to come down to see that.
Just make sure you're on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly. See these guys right here. Oh yeah. That's got some color. Man. It's a good thick one too. I could see definitely how be nice to polish those ones up. Oh yeah, look at this one. Man, that's wicked. Oh man. This looks familiar. I found stuff just like this. Local stuff. Yeah. And what else? Oh, look at this one. Mm-hmm. It's like coral or something. Yeah, we got some good stuff around here. Ooh. What does that look like? Mm-hmm. See, and this is the stuff they're working on right now. Oh man, look at that. Right on that. It's really hard to get it. But yeah. That's some red. That's wicked. A lot of the crystal center though. Oh, which I mean, that's pretty cool too, but yeah. Let's check these ones out still. Because I was looking at these earlier. Showed you this big one, right? And I thought there was another one. Check that. Oh.
Yeah, that might be good.
Jeez. How'd you like to find one of those? Man, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that stuff. Ooh. Yep. Look at that. That's some purple. With dendrites. All down at the shop. You can make all this into some really cool stuff. Wow. That could be neat. Like passion waves, you know? There's some obsidian, yeah, you can see those. It's going to be some color. Yeah, I need to get back out there into the desert. Take the friends. Yeah, there it is. Look at that thing polished. That is pretty purple. Really like these.
That, that, and this. Start polishing on that.
That's what I was
Don't
wondering.
use pelts. Because then you're gonna get cabbage on quality polishing. All the way to 3,000.
Okay.
You could still take it to 3 if you wanted right now, but.
Yeah,
This is
see.
a nice batch.
Let me go find some of this.
Yeah. The 8-inch, I think.
Yep, look at that. Wow. See, that's straight Intarsia stuff right there. All that character.
It's just better if it's.
Wow. You get that stuff, huh? I think that's, or are we missing out on something over here?
2 or 3 pieces of it. That
Yeah.
Montana though. Yeah. So I'll be using this for Intarsias. I'll probably take like a couple rectangles out of it. A little smaller rectangle and a larger rectangle, and then I'll border it and do all the Intarsia work. And then cab it. But, yeah. This is a
It's gonna be wicked.
this is a teamer agate as well. This is the same. Oh, there we are. This is the same agate that the big one, same area, but this is how different they can vary. This one here actually is really high quality with no fracturing. It's got a little quartz inside, but it doesn't polish as well as like the solid agate parts, but it's still a really neat looking agate.
Yeah.
Daniel also polished a piece of Medfordite.
Yeah, look at that.
There's tubes all running through it.
Yeah, right over here. Look at that. That's wicked.
Top, so you can see. Yeah.
You can see the vitroy there. We should probably soak this and iron out.
Yeah.
It'll clean that top up.
Okay.
Yeah, same with the, if you do the iron out and then hit it with the textile gun, you'll take care of that, no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, this thing was wicked. So is this same stuff, Medfordite?
Yeah, it's Medfordite, but it's all tubes.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, because,
Under that pocket right there.
I mean, it really is, almost looks like what I've seen, like coral, you know?
Yeah.
So Danielle took a bottom off of it so it could stand up,
Yeah,
and then she'll have a stand-up specimen, polished, highly polished.
yeah, that's wicked.
And then take the textile down.
Yeah, look at that.
You'll find this bad boy on Etsy.
Oh, yeah.
Soon.
Being on
Coming
an Etsy store coming soon, yeah.
Do not see near you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy!
And it's, you know, of course,
I think we'll
all
display this like
found locally, and
Yeah.
we
I think
make
we'll
sure.
display it like
Oh,
this.
yeah, actually, here, check this out.
For
So
the
this
light.
is what we were talking about before, right?
that. Yeah. Instead of standing it up, so instead of viewing it like this,
Instead of the turtle
instead
head.
of the turtle head, I think it looks better if it's like this.
Right.
And we'll polish the outsides and the back.
I don't know,
And then
man.
the
I
light
really
can
like
be
turtle head.
crystal.
But you know what? This could be turtle head coming, like,
Could be like,
you know?
He's like,
Exactly.
I've been in the ground for like 50 million years. Why the hell you bother me?
The snaggletooth turtle
I
head.
have one. Hey, man.
That's what you got. Snaggletooth turtle head.
Snagglehead. Got a little opal to play with here. Little Australian boulder opal. I'll be turning that into some nice jewelry pieces.
Yeah.
The opal does go all the way through. It's not superficial like the other piece I cut today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're not bitter.
Not at all. Not bitter at all.
Let's go check on the saw. Babysit the saw. Because I hate washing my hands like 1,000 times.
Yeah, he'll get her on. Next one. Mm. So yeah, check these guys out.
Yeah, so part of my job as a volunteer here at the museum is to check people's rocks, make sure that they're magnetized, no come out.
Give it that wiggle wiggle.
Concerned with but only a little point there, but it seems pretty solid. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. You already got it set. Yeah, I think you're good to go.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice saw blade too. It doesn't wane off. It keeps a nice straight line because it's so thick. Yeah, that's the best blade we have. It's a lot better than the notched rims or whatever. Not notched. I don't know what
The
it's
Gold Series. That's the Covington Gold Series, I believe.
called. Yeah, it is.
They're good, for the,
That's a
especially for the
Highland
price.
Park,
But when they're thicker like that, yeah. And Nate was saying that the blade, you know, it doesn't tend to do that kind of thing because you know you want your slabs to be even.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, we're doing really well over here today, though. So I'm hoping we're gonna keep this trend on here when we get the next saw going or the next cut finish. I think once that one's going, we'll probably just to get the size going and take a couple cuts on it. So we'll be able to get the smaller cubes. This is really the next one that I want to get in cut. Now, yeah, it does have this problem right here, where we got stuck, but you know what? Get it real quick and see what it looks like, huh? Well. But it does, exactly, it's just a piece of moss, really. So that's not bad. Because I mean, if I put something like this, it's really sharp, sorry. If I put something like this in a tumbler, look at that moss. You know? It's just kind of like a butt cut anyway, just that broke. So something like this, yeah, no problem. That will take a nice polish too. You can see the reflection. Yeah, it's solid. It's not all pitted or anything. Yeah, that will be awesome. And actually, this is just so my sister has a favorite type of moss agate. And if this was a little bit more green or like that aqua color, yeah, this would be all about it. But maybe if I get in a little bit deeper, we'll have something of the same so I can try to get some of that polished up first. I know she really likes it. And I didn't get anything for her birthday like a bad brother. No. I'll try to get something. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think we could go, and you can see the light going through. In fact, that's what we should do. Check that out. Flip this around. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely got good clarity in there. So we'll polish up. And if it polishes up well, that's about a good size, I would say, for something like, I don't know, pendant or something, you know? Something like that. That's a little too polo. Yeah, I agree. Jennifer's on it on this one. Moss is boss. Oh, hey, Donnie. No problem. We're gonna, always try to hang out. This is, what we're gonna try to do more often. So I know you'll be around. Appreciate the support, everybody. And I hope to see you guys because we'll have more of this, you know. And of course, it is hot around here and dry, and so it's not the best time to get out there in Rockhound. So this is where you do all your lapidary, because, you know, especially the grinding and polishing. Nice cool water. And you get something really cool afterwards. So I think this one you're taking home today and seeing if we can grind out. Maybe make it look good. Or at least get an idea of what's happening. So, yeah, it's a good one. Depending on what's going on over there with Nate, we might actually be able to use this one. He doesn't have anything loaded in it right now. I know he wants to see that small one though. By the way, that's the piece I got off it. So if you look in there, it's all that cool moss. Yeah. So. Pretty wicked. So I think we're probably going to have to change the game plan a little bit on this one. So you see all the fortification lines right in there, and we know this is all going to be mossy. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll try to cut this face instead. You know, yeah, there's a little bit of a fracture right here, but we're just going to be coming in the opposite face of what we were cutting. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm going to get some other opinions as well. This one might actually be the leg. See all that, but I don't know. We'd be cutting down our, you know, our big pot pretty quickly. So, yeah, it's just about figuring it out. But we do know that we want to keep some of the moss with the clarity in there because, you know, that's where you can get that cool stuff where it looks like, you know, underwater, you know, picturescape and stuff. And the other ones turned out great. Like I was saying earlier, this one, you know, if I get this thing nice and polished and it can sit, you know, it'll sit just like that. So it'll be easy for you to see. Oh, and Yeah, 8 will be up eventually, but it's waiting for parts. Just got some news. Thank you, Donnie. She should definitely be the one in the know. She knows what's up. Shout out to Donnie. Thank you again. That's how it sits right there. It's like or something like that. You know, and then you can turn it inwards like that, make it look cool. You know, that, you know, just too much downward. But I think, you know, you could have this on a lower shelf with a nice polish. It's going to sit naturally like that. Pretty cool. I wouldn't be able to do something on that. Yeah, I think this one turned out really well. I want to find more of this. And I think tomorrow we're going to go out again to the same spot. Maybe not as, you know, far in, but I'm definitely, we're going to be going in there and seeing if we can find something good. Now's the time to find, like, if you're going to do, like, local spot, really now's the best time to find a, you know, a good tree to dig under. You're not just, you know, completely getting eaten up by the sun. I tell you anything about, like, you know, 85, it starts getting tough. It really does. You can be in awesome shape or whatever, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to dig when it's cool. What I'm actually really hoping for, sorry about that, what I'm really hoping for is that, because there's a lot of clay in this area, and that's, you know, it sucks when it's all sticky and everything, but it also is really difficult when it's dry out. Because when all that stuff dries, it's like concrete. And so I'm hoping that we can get, you know, at least to an area that's not just going to be completely like, you know, hardened out concrete. We'll find out. Optimally, that also acts as like a moisture block, you know. Yeah, it's good and miss, especially this time of year. Funny enough, though, this is a good time of the year to go over to the desert, over to the high desert, like through an obsidian, sunstone. There's all kinds of stuff over east of the Cascades. And I would say it's a little late for the coast to get like some of the big whopper agates, you know. But if you can find gravelly spots, you're still going to find really good stuff. It's fun. You know, it's like I told one of the commenters one time, you know, I'm like, yeah, I go find big stuff, and this is really, I think they use the word tame. But it's like, but also, I'm not in 100 degrees, rolling in poison oak, dirty, dusty, and everything. Nah, I'm sitting on a beach whenever I want to, get a little bit of wind, you know. Yeah, it's super enjoyable, and so there's kind of like trade-offs, I suppose, you know. And then, yeah, awesome, perfect. Definitely hoping to see more of you guys chatting too. This is excellent. This is what it's really about, you guys. This is why I want to do live streams, because this is the way that we can all like kind of chat, meet each other, stuff like that. Talk about cool rock. You know, plus it's fun. You know, you get to see what's right fresh off the saw. Look at that, bam! Hey. I might be able to actually use this light to show you some of what I'm talking about. Oh, there's no way. I knew it. There's no way. Maybe? No, too wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to show you this one. I want to try to get it to where It's in direct sun though. So hold on. Oh god, I gotta figure out how to do it. So, oh gosh. There we go. See those like cells? Man, that is wicked. Now we just need to find that with that rainbow iris effect. But, you know, this one has some really cool moss, so trade-offs, right? Plus, we don't have a gigantic quartz core. But, yep, this is definitely the parallax stuff. I'm really happy about it. I'm thinking that before too long, we're going to be able to get my home saw up and running again. I need to clean it. I really just do. I need to get some new oil and just need to clean it. You know, oh, I'm sure those of you with saws totally understand. That's one here to shut the tip. Nice. Because I can procrastinate my cleaning even more. Oh, God. I should like take some of these and we'll get them like polished up or something like that, and then I don't know, maybe the next thing that happens, rock show or yeah, whatever, I'll bring a bunch of that stuff for you guys just so then out there get some of it, you know what I mean? Thank you for, you know, helping sharing it in there, supporting the channel and everything. Must be looking solid. Yeah, pretty awesome. Alright, so where are we at on this one? Should we just sneak in and just, I mean, I think Nate's okay with it. We're gonna sneak in. So, I do think that we should try to that part where it was cracked over there. I don't want to lose that, so I just kind of break it off, tap it. If it's going to fall, it's going to fall. So same thing I did with that, you know. Drop here. I know, right? Yeah. Sorry, Donnie. I wouldn't mirror it and everything, but yeah, I don't know how to do that. Hey, well, look, you were getting this one, right? We'll try to figure it out. All right. Sounds like this one's doing the dog here. Still going strong. Number one is going strong. Number two is getting down here. And then, yeah, I'm going to keep this little guy in there. do it like try to show you. Did that help? Because this one just turned off a bit. I can catch you on that for a minute. What I'm thinking, we're going to set it in like that. We're going to come at it like that. It looks like we got two dents in the sides here. So we might want to get a bucket of yeah, this one's just full, or a drop, I should say. So here I can move this. I'm going to trade off pretty good for a second. It's going to be closer, but not quite as. Hear that? That's excellent sound. We're going to get on over onto that one. So, and you can hear it. Oh yeah, just that ting 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 ting. That's taking care of just the last little bit on it. So while it takes care of that, we will actually. I'm going to flip this around and show you real quick what I was talking about. Not get all confused. So you can see right here, this wood indents a little bit. And so I put in this shim just to distribute the load more evenly across the gap. So flip it around and we'll get this one going here in just a second. And it'll be ready for Nate. And we'll have Nate check that just to make sure, you know, teamwork is dreamwork. And it almost sounds like that one's done. I'm excited. We're still some likes. That's very generous. Cool. Still got good time too. Plenty of time to keep cutting. We'll see you here shortly. Little symbol in our Saw Symphony. Alright, I'll grab Nate. Yep, he's gonna come in and check because I don't want to be a gremlin like that and check his drop. Yeah, I'm excited. Should be awesome. And then he can also check my my pinch, see if I was a good boy this time. Awesome, thank you. Appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you find some good stuff this summer. It's going to be a good season. You know, definitely a good year for it. If you get a chance to, go check out over at Spectrum Mines. Do the Sunstones. It's my favorite anyway. I love it. See this one? I like that color. It almost kind of reminded me of like an egg. Oh, he's got to get the glovies. We're gonna do it.
Use that one.
What was that? Oh, I know. I think I used it once. Had something very large. Alright, let's check this out. It's got the gloves on. We got the the dog ear is just about I think to the end.
Yeah. Okay. You're trying good. Thank you.
And then I also put that other small guy in there.
Let's flip that spin down and we'll get this one.
Yeah.
You already measure all your chain with it?
Not the chain yet. I just got it into area.
It's like a really flat rock. It's super easy.
Yep. Nice pinch on it. Seems to make it easy. Yeah, look at this. So this is that smaller part of the blue seam, and it's got all this moss here. So we'll cut it like that, and hopefully that one's going to be just as awesome as the other one. Lots of character.
Moss agate in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Timmer.
Yeah, I'm coming this side actually.
Wow.
Look at that.
It just landed flat.
Oh, look at that. That's wicked. Oh, it's glare. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, it's like yin yang almost. Sweet.
That's going to be like this.
Yeah. That is wicked.
It's a good
I'd
piece.
say got your money's worth, man. That's going to be a good one. Ah, it happened again. Happened again. But that's all right. We're getting used to it. We're figuring it all this out. But yeah, look at that one. Jeez. Here, let me. It's hard to get clear. Oh yeah, there you go. That is wicked. I want to zoom in on some of that. Yeah, you can see that crystal. It's nice and blue up there, and then boom, right into that carnelian stuff.
You got parallaxing in there where you can see deep into the pattern.
Yeah. Man, look at that color in there too. That's going to be a good one. Man, I can just imagine it all polished, sitting up on the shelf. And it's like an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Dude, score. Very nice. Very nice, sir. Oh, how do you like that one? Excellent. Definitely got to give a like to that one because that might take it for the day. That's what I've seen so far.
That teamer.
Yeah, my little baby agates aren't even, not even in the same ballpark as that guy. He's at the big,
Donnie, it's not a Brazilian. It's a teamer agate from Africa.
African teamers.
Tamir.
Yeah.
Tamir. It's gotta be how you
Timmy.
pronounce it.
We'll call him Timmy agates.
It's Timmy.
Timmy.
I love that Timmy.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful, dude.
Love that half and half color going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wicked. Now it has that purple on the side, the eyeball. We're gonna look a little bit closer on this one. There we go. That's at least a little bit better on the glare. I mean, yeah, you can see those fortifications deep up in there. That one's got a lot of character. And I mean, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you can't really predict. I'll tell you what. Digging it. Really digging it. Yeah, he made out. That was definitely a bandit. He got good on that one. I've noticed that though. He's got a pretty good eye. I think he does a lot of the Highland Park, like the auction. And so he's getting it where he's like really dialed in on what the kind of stuff is and what he's looking for, you know, on purpose. So we're hoping to see more of that. I'm hoping here with the little blue that we just put in. I hope we're seeing stuff like this because I really want to be able to like utilize this moss because you can see how that structuring, like how it affects the internal structure there. Because this part, you know, you just see it all goes in its pattern. But when you get over here, it goes right along with it. So it's super cool. There you go. It's almost like the Mammatus clouds. That's what it reminds me of. Mammatus clouds. Yeah. It's pretty cool. And we got more coming on that too. Very nice. You know, I took, looks like 4 off of that. You know, 4 good cuts off of that. And so, yeah. And then we have the big thick one in the bucket. So I'm really hoping that we're going to see an easy polish for me. I might be able to give it to a friend for a birthday or something like that. I know there's a lot of birthdays coming up, so yeah. Yeah, the fog canning and the moss is beautiful. Oh yeah. Nice floater, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for real. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it a lot. I think though that native, he's winning today. He's winning. I need to try harder. I need to get deeper. Or I need to start buying them. So I think we're going to just dig deeper. We're always fine. So then now, oh yeah, that's right. I I didn't even show you guys the bowenite one that I wanted to cut today. We might be able to get it here, depending on what we may want to do next to that, because we really don't want to stop that. That's a winner today. But yeah, let me grab this bowenite real quick. I want to show you. This one right here. See, that's got the character right there. This has potential to be really wicked. And I get it wet and I can, oh, there it is. Yeah, so you can see right in here, those tiny little chromite inclusions. So this has a lot of potential, but then when I see this part right here, that just makes me think it could be wicked. Because who knows, these could all be like the type of cat's eye veins and stuff. Plus, I mean, you can see, it's bigger in my head. So, yeah, I think we might have to try to get this one in, and then, yeah, look at the top there. Good. Typically, I have pretty good luck with these when they're white like this. And I have like the turtle shell, what I call them anyway. But there was a show, I don't know, Jade Prospector, DC Jade or something. I don't know, one of those things. And they were calling it something else that I had to look up. I can't remember what off the top of my head, but yeah, kind of interesting. That one, I would say it's probably like maybe 8 to 10 pounds. But the ones that I found that I like this, you know, it's really this shape to where it's like, it really gets into that, it looks like a turtle shell. And then what happens is you can see like, kind of, oh, it's like, you know, smoothed over right here, but it's wearing away faster here. And so like, this is a little bit, you know, I guess you could say more, it has a better potential to be awesome. But yeah, thing is I would say I'm pretty good at finding bowenite. The problem is even with how good, you know, or how lucky I've been, it's still only about a 50-50 chance on it. You'll have stuff that you're just, from the outside, you're like, guaranteed this is the good stuff, you know, cut it open, zero transparency at all. Doesn't mean it's not, you know, it's not still good, but ultimately you're looking for that just really gemmy green. I did have a piece of it actually, just a little piece that I was messing around with. But yeah, I mean, if you check out my Instagram, that's pretty much all that's on there. That and a couple pictures of some chickens or something. But yeah, that bowenite can be a tricky one to find. I think here soon, once water levels drop back down, probably going to be able to go out there and see what's up. Because over the last like 2 years or so, found a lot of it, and I've been able to cut a lot of it, and I've still only filled out probably 2 5-gallon buckets of really good stuff, like super high quality. Other than that, it's like, yeah, it's nice color and everything, but no transparency. Alternatively, well, maybe I'll get it up to you guys, because I have that bowenite right there, and I also brought one more, smaller, but it also could be really good. Let me grab it. Yeah, so doesn't look like anything special. Just a regular old rock. But see if I can get my oily hand, show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. So right in there, you can see, actually see into it. And a lot of it is those white inclusions in there. Plus you get the kind of the olive drab color. And a lot of the times that's just superficial. So I'm thinking what we'll do is cut this guy, or we can try to cut this one. Not really sure which one. I don't know. Either of you have a preference? Anybody got 27 likes or 27 people? Which means that maybe we'll get, you know, a little poll, one or two. Green ones. This is what people are saying so far. Oh yeah, we got Isabella up front. And then, oh yeah, good. Sounds like we're about to drop on the next one too. So let me get this set up over here. And we'll see. You think this guy? The green? Or did you have another one putting it out? You want that? Yeah? Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Now here we're going to do a little twisty twist. Let's go over there and watch him. Yeah, and the cool part was I left it in the back of the car, right? So now it's nice and warm. We got a flat front. Right there. See what I'm catching? Trying to fill this little gap. And so if we put it like right in there, we'll still be able to capture it. But maybe I'll just pull it out a little bit actually. Yeah. Either way, I'm thinking like that. Put a little pressure on it. And then see what kind of gaps we have here.
Can you flip this thing around?
That?
There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see I'm thinking maybe just bring it in like that. If I got that gap nice and close.
Squeeze it! Tighter!
So I'm not bashing your knuckle too. How's it feel?
Wiggling.
Yeah, I was gonna say it feels wiggly.
Okay, now tighten it again.
Kind of feel like we might need to do the back pinch.
Isabella says, please put another rock on the other side to even it out. Well, we would use wedges.
Yeah,
You don't really want to use another rock.
something like
But see, it's not. It's the wrong thickness. He needs like pieces of plywood too. But he's actually.
Did we get it?
Yeah, we're good.
Sweet, buddy. So I'm gonna pull this in. We can get our chinks in it.
No worries. Never be afraid to answer questions.
Alright, so what about...
Take a couple links out. About right there. Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
On that? Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Isabella, never be afraid to ask questions. There's no sorries. Every idea is a good idea, but we just explain why we wouldn't do that, because the rock doesn't have any give. So normally we'd use wedges and blocks, but in this case, the two wedges really got a good grip on that rock. And you see, he's got it in there really well.
I'm thinking that's pretty good.
Yeah, right there.
Good?
Yep. Perfect. We'll see what it looks like after you take the slice. You can probably go that way more if you want to maybe take another slice afterwards.
Yeah.
You can go that way a little bit because you got a nice back here to grab onto.
Not that. Okay. There. Because I don't want to, like, you know,
This is what he's looking at.
flex the blade or anything.
So he's getting an idea of where the cut will be because he's looking along the line of the blade. And if you can't really see the sides of the blade, then you know you're getting pretty cut. So his slice is going to be right there.
Yeah, I think that will be a good one.
That's going to be a good rock. You can tell. I mean, it's very, very green already. So that's going to be some really nice, some Applegate jade,
Oh, yeah. And here's
bowenite. Turn this bad boy on. Your on switch is off still.
my...
Your on is off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Then we have this out. So
Alright.
quiet. So quiet.
Right? I'm gonna,
Alright.
you gonna wash your hands?
Hey, look at that.
Oh, this dude.
Actually, now, just remember, we were sneaky.
Oh yeah, we got one in here too.
Being a normal human being eating your lunch.
Well, you know, I gotta. I'm a growing boy.
Exactly. You gotta get your energy up for tomorrow. It's gonna be a long one.
No. No.
So first we gotta hike in about 7 miles.
Nope.
And then once we get there, we're actually gonna have to hike up a hill. But it's not really a hill, it's more of a mountain.
So it's 7 miles each way uphill
Yes.
in the snow.
It's not really snow. I mean, it's more like
all-
blackberry bushes and poison oak.
It's all like 100 degrees.
It's, oh yeah.
This guy's rock stop too.
Ooh yeah, I wonder what you got. It's good. All right, come along, drippies. Let's see what we get.
Oh my God, it's a rock.
That rock. Yeah, look at that. Got some moss. I'll bring it closer. Mossy goodness. Oh yeah. That's gonna be a nice little butt there, eh?
Put it in the cat litter.
We'll, pop this guy out and look at that blue. Coming through pretty decent, huh? Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a nice moss agate.
I'm gonna pull that.
Well, it's kind of a combo. It's a fortified agate with moss as well.
So yeah, I'm
So he's
thinking.
gonna
right
take a
there.
little thin slice off of it right now to see if it catches any iris.
That's pretty good. Yes, sir. Excited on this one. Because this has been pretty awesome. You know, it's not huge or anything, but we're getting really cool color out of this one. Plus, we're getting that moss. And I
Yeah, when we say iris, it's not your typical like Indonesian rainbow. It's a different kind of iris. It's an iris that we have in our agates here in Oregon. So there's no rainbow to it, but you can see the color shifting through the agate slices.
Yeah. Well, you can, I mean, I've seen the stuff. There is iris around here locally. But the thing is that what I think it is, we actually have to go through tons of it to actually get to the iris. They're like the rainbow iris. And we definitely are getting paralyzed, that's for sure. So that, I mean, that alone is making me pretty happy. Because, you know, when you're finding, it can be pretty awesome. Especially if you're like, I'm not really sure if that is or isn't. But yeah.
Let's take it out to the sun.
Yeah. Polish it as well. Yeah, the glare.
So this is the view you want. You want the sun to pass through it. It's kind of hard to see.
Super hard
You know,
to
it's
see.
pretty sunny. It's not polished. When they're not polished, it's really hard to see through the agate. But it's a nice slice, and it's only the butt cut.
I don't know if you can actually get that. But
Yeah, so you see the color variations. That's the iris that we're talking about. You can see how you can see that fortification in there real well. And sometimes there'll be some parallax banding inside.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotta keep on cutting.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna put you back on self. I gotta go back inside.
Thank you, sir. I think I'm gonna have to run in and do a little scrub up.
We'll leave you here with Andrew.
Now that we're back online here, I'm gonna have to run in there real quick and clean the hands up. And yeah, we got everything going. Really excited to see that green. Should be awesome. But you know, overall today we cut some amazing material. That one that the Timmy Agate, pretty good. I think we're gonna have to cut more of that. We'll have to keep our eyes out for that stuff. So I'm gonna run inside real quick, clean my hands up. I'll be right back. So yeah, this was some of the bonite that I've cut in the past, and you can see like it takes a matte finish on it. See if I can show you a little bit better here in the light. So, I mean, it goes really nice. It's pretty thin, but yeah, it still has like good color. You know, if I could actually show you. But yeah, pretty nice stuff. So this is what I'm really hoping we can get more of. But ultimately, I like the color a lot, but I really like this stuff because I can polish it up fast. I mean, it's quick. And I only had to go up to, I think, 800, I think is what I went up to. You know, 2,000 or something like that. But what I noticed before is it didn't really change all that much. You know, and this is literally just fooling around to see, like, if it works. But yeah, I think that once I get some of this stuff processed, you know, because I got to clean my saw, get a bunch of these slices going like this, just spend a weekend, you know, polishing. I think it'll be good. Because I know a lot of you guys really like this stuff. And I find a lot of it. It's just finding the stuff that has that color that doesn't need to be backlit. Pretty wicked. And the cool part is like, those all the black part right there, a lot of them, what will happen is you can get them like metallic finish. There will be little inclusions in there, not the entirety of it, but there will be like little polka dots in there that will get you like a metallic mirror finish. It's pretty cool, especially since you're just finding it locally. It doesn't take a whole lot to do. Today's a good moth day. Like I've got just a little bit more time that I'm going to stay on here, and then we're going to get a little cleaned up, head back over, back to my place, and maybe we'll see if we can get some polishing on. But I definitely appreciate everybody coming in here today. And so I use tumblers. Yeah, I was, but my biggest problem is with the tumblers is that there's just a better way, right? So buying a couple little tumblers, yeah, that's okay, but there's a channel that I've seen a bunch of stuff, you know, a bunch of his videos now. It's Michigan Rocks, and what he did is he built a cabinet, so you have one motor that runs 3 different levels, and each level can hold like maybe 4 to 6 of those large 15-pound barrels. And so, you know, if you're trying to get like, I mean, the amount of stuff that I find, I've got to have it to be more efficient. You know, I really like the idea of tumbler, but it's just time to build my own. Is really what it comes down to. And then, yeah, really what I would like to do is, I like doing a lot of this, you know, just messing around, just seeing how things turn out and everything. But the big picture, the big goal is to start getting into making my spears, because I have the machine and everything to do it. Except for the cups, I need to buy those. They're expensive though. And then I also want to get a sunstone mine, and so I'm going to try to, you know, try to learn how to fast gemstones. So then that way, when I find really good stones, I can cut them myself if I have to, you know. And then that way, I would be able to sell them for a much higher price. Plus, I think that in this day and age, it's like, if you're seeing me find the stone, and then you see me cut it, you know, I think that it brings more to the value of that stone on a personal level, right? Because it's like, no, I watched him find that stone, and then he cut it later, and now I have it, so it almost becomes more than just like a gemstone. It's almost like, I don't know, collection, you know, because I'm only going to ever be able to find so many of them, you know? So I think it's cool, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I think we're at, probably going to cut it down here in about, I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes or so. I got to see what's up inside, see how long we're going, because I think we're supposed to be going until 3, but I haven't eaten lunch, and I still want to clean up and everything, you know. So, yeah, but I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in today. So hopefully we'll be able to show you some of the stuff that we'll be working on next. I think because this is working though, like on the phone and everything like that, hopefully the sound isn't too loud or distorted or anything. But what I'd like to do is I have my own tiny shop, and I'll probably start trying to do live streams from there as well. Just because it's like, why not? You know, hang out, polish some rocks or something, you know. I think it's fun. So yeah, let me check in with these guys real quick, and or let's check in with these guys real quick. Actually, we'll see what how everything's going on that side. Yeah, I think that's Rapid's going. Yes, sir. That's some blue.
Has a really nice pyrite in it.
I was seeing the pyrite earlier. That's actually part of why I like lapis.
I left a couple sides natural.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Battery power is at 15%.
Nice.
Yep. So I think that's gonna basically call us for the day. So I'm gonna have to get this phone plugged in. Yeah. Look at that. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, before my phone dies, I think I'm going to close this one off. I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in today. If you can, put a like up, of course, subscribe and everything like that. Only if you want to, though. You don't have to do anything like that if you don't want to. I mean, we're just a bunch of rockhounds doing rockhound things. So hopefully we'll see you here shortly. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.